Actually, I will release it soon. Right now, I'm just able to find the exact code that is able to authenticate with Google servers. So once that is done, I will be able, I will be able to create softwares or code around that, and then finally able to release that video. Uh-oh. Question. Really appreciate it, Code Django. I know you have been like following and actually you're with us since start of the channel. Like appreciate it that you're still with us, and hopefully I'm able to help you out and also like give you good learnings and teachings. If you have any other questions, do ask, because this is first time me streaming and like answering questions. So let's see how it goes. So quick thing is, I just finished the recording of part one video of Crash Course. That is like the next video, and it'll be out in the next week. For View 3. Okay, do you want a course or crash course on View 3? Because I have been using View 3 extensively, like for almost 6 to 10 months right now. Got it. Let's create an application using DRF and View 3 also. Okay, okay. So what I'll do is I'll create blog application using Django. Then I'll do is crash course for DRF, and also I'm not sure how to place View 3, but we'll create DRF crash course. In that we'll do is create the backend for blogging app, and with the View 3 we'll create the front end for that. And how about we integrate the Google authentication in that same video, in the same course? I know, I know. Like right now, the life has been hectic, like handling everything, uh, along with the job, the YouTube, and also actually, y'all don't know what I have been doing and why is the videos getting delayed. So let me tell you what happened is I have shifted to a new place. So I am working from the new place. So getting adapted to that new place is like bit tedious. It is taking time. Okay, so forget about that. I am working as full time for a company. Then, of course, we are doing YouTube, and along with that, I have been offered to create video courses for a company called as Guvi, Guvi. So I have created few courses for them. So that is where my most of the time has been consumed till now. And also our video editor had exams because he is also becoming a software engineer. So that is why the videos had been delayed for past 1 or 2 months. But Let's try to create everything. So code Django, what do you do? And like how are you learning or you are working or what? Okay, you are trying to find a job. You know what? Connect with me on LinkedIn and let's figure out something, okay? I'll give you my profile link and just drop me a message, okay? Because what happens is when I ask people to connect with me on LinkedIn, they just send me request or they just follow me and they never message and I don't know further, okay? Don't worry, you will get soon. All you need to do is get started and like at least in order to get job right now, the frankly job market is not so good right now. So if you see even on LinkedIn when you connect or like when there is any job post and if you see the number of applicants on every single job post I see is more than 100. So it is quite competitive right now and out of those 100 or like more than 100 people it is difficult to stand out. So that is why like people like us common developer or new developers find it hard to get a job. So what I do or like what I suggest people is connect with the company's employees or company's people and ask them to refer you. So if they refer you, there are high chances that your CV will be preferred over the ones who have applied through LinkedIn or ones who have applied through cold mailing or messaging. So that is where that is how you can actually increase your chances of getting your CV shortlisted. Then it is on you and based on job description whether the company or HR people select or shortlist your profile or not. And once after that it is based on you how you crack the interview. So at start in order to increase your chances of getting your resume shortlisted I will say is to connect with companies employees and ask them for referral. Okay. And it is not just for you, even for the experienced developer. Can you suggest some? So the question is, can you suggest some good projects for resume? Well, even I find it difficult to mention what kind of projects I have done. As in, like when I start with new coding technology, right? All we do is simple apps like let's say to do app or blog app, something like that. But what happens is, um, how do I put it? So for when HR shortlist your resume, they check for projects, of course. But to do and blog applications are fine, but in that also you should like do something that is like bit different from other people. And frankly, what I'll tell you is people I have seen other people's video and they suggest do something different for your resume project. But if you are able to do something different as compared to other people, why would not you create a startup or like do something around that project itself that will earn you money rather than going and applying for job by using that project into your resume, correct? So even simple projects are fine. but try to understand the language properly. And once you are into company, of course, you can mention any kind of project. So what I had done, like I'll give you example. In the company, I had built a normal e-commerce website, but I had explained it so well in the resume, like these are the features that I had done these by using these technology. These feature is what I had worked on. I had created project from scratch. So like if you put it like that, instead of just mentioning or created a blog application, that increases your chances of like your resume getting shortlisted. Please let us know the project that you had created before getting a job and what kind of my uh, okay, so please let us know what kind of job you had created before getting a job and what was the project that you think made you different from other people. Frankly, my career start wasn't like that great. I had joined a company after I had actually got placed from the college itself in a company, but I did not like the technology that they were working on, so I quit from there. After that, I went ahead and I worked with few of my friends, actually two of my friends. They were also the start. In the start, you must have seen videos of videos created by Rahul. So he was also one of the people with whom I created a startup. And in startup, we were creating a project similar to Internshala to like connect people, students like y'all, developers like y'all, so y'all can get actually good internship and placement. But it did not work out. So what we did is we shifted our from product base to taking services, like giving services. So we started taking small projects. And once we started taking small projects, people knew that we were good. And because of COVID, we had to shut down the startup. And once we had to shut down the startup, we were searching for job. And like by God's grace, the previous company which I was working on in almost 2 years, 12 months, like few days gap. Okay. So the founder just messaged me like, if you're interested in job, just let me know. I messaged him, he called, and then further he gave me a small task to work on. I was able to work on that. Like literally, I had to struggle for 2 3 days and worked on that task because basics were not clear of Django and Vue.js and also React. So I somehow managed to create the application by watching all the videos and submitted it. And the founder, he liked that and he said, okay, let's you I mean, like he asked me to join the company, and that is how I was able to join. He did not ask means like he did not ask me for what projects you have worked in past. What was the small task? Okay, the small task was to create let me remember. Okay, it was like in 2020. Very small task where I had to create front end using React, and basically in the backend I had to create a system where kind of blogging application. Okay, not even blogging but to do task, similar to to do task where user will enter something, it will be stored in the backend, and from there then we, based on the ones who had created the, basically the owner of that task will be able to edit the task and rest of the people will be able to view the task. So it was similar to blog application, but it was like not it wasn't called as blog application. So that's it. By the way, Legends Anime XY, have you dropped me a message on LinkedIn? Just connect with me and drop a message because I was interested to talk with you, but I am not sure if we have already connected. And for the current company where I work in, I was given again a task in the backend for the Python and Django. I was given small questions like how do you sort array in Python, and how do you like filter out something, etc. and had also given me a task where I had to write a query to get particular data from the database. It was just I was just given the models and question prompt. That's it. Then okay, let me quickly check it. You have sent me a request on LinkedIn. Okay, okay, Legends anime. Yeah, hi. Yes, I got it. Code Django. So finally we are able to connect. And Legends anime. Yes, okay. We have already connected. Cool. So in the current company's interview, that was that for the backend, and for the front end, I was given again a small task where I had to like create a project from scratch of Vue by using Vue, and in that we had to all I had to do is like dependent two drop downs, and based on that I had to send or get API call, do API calls and get data and show it on the screen. That was the small task. So like cosmetic things was up to me how I display it, but that was the task given to me. And after that, once I was able to do that, I was called for interview round where lead had asked me few questions, few basic like questions on how do you debug, and then how do you ensure that atomicity is maintained, and on those simple questions. And then I got selected for the current company. Do you all have any other questions? I know. People focus mostly on Mon stack, then mean stack, React JS. Like I'm not into React JS much, but right now I have been getting inquiry for working as freelancer for React JS projects, so I don't really take those things. But if we see there are lots of opening for Mon and mean stack and like as compared to Django and Python. So that's the hard thing. But there are many companies who are into Django and like Python, or they might ask you for Fast API, Flask, these kind of web frameworks. I'm not sure about becoming a freelancer or looking for clients because mm, right now I don't have clarity into that line. But once I do, and like if I have a clear mind and path about that, then I will surely let you know. So that I can go ahead. Like you basically, if there is anything into that, I will of course like will be looking for people to work with me. So that is where I can like pull you guys in, and y'all can also work with me. Are you into freelancing? Legends anime or anyone who is watching. How has been your experience as freelancer? Do you like JavaScript? I am scared. I don't like. Don't be scared of anything. It is um, there's nothing to be scared about JavaScript, or like people who are into JavaScript, they might be scared about Python. Don't be scared about Python or any language. It's just that they are working differently. They have different syntax. That's it. Okay, okay, code Django. They both have different syntax and they work little differently. That's it. The logics and everything that you use will be yours, and it will remain same. All right. So even in JavaScript, in order to save database, save code, save let's say some data into database. Okay, okay, code Django. So to save like data into database, you will have to write some logic and save it, right? Similarly, in Django also, we will use ORM and save it, like write it into, basically save the data into database. But just that, like coding and syntax will be different, but the logic behind it will be same. Or even if you're creating, let's say you're creating a application where you have to, on click of add to cart button, you will add it to cart. So the logic will remain same, but just that syntax will be different. I have done C, Python, and other languages, but too, but JavaScript is kind of boring. Okay, I have also worked in C at the very start of my coding journey in the college, where I learned C and C++. But I think I'm settled with Python. Not sure if I'll be learning. Let's see in future what or how and when time comes to learn anything else. JavaScript is boring. I'm not sure about that. I would not like to comment also on that. By the way, have you all seen a video of one of the developers speaking about the 1% developers, like related to other people, the other YouTubers who are making video related to 1% of the developer community? So have you all seen that video? What are your thoughts on that video? Because I haven't seen the full video. I just saw the starting part and I felt whatever he's saying is correct, because there's nothing called as 1%. You might know DSA, someone might not know DSA. That's it. Like, why do we separate it so much as 1% and like rest are just not good or not worth doing anything? I don't feel that is like how you should be treating it. Okay, so let me search the video. I have seen a video, and I will share it with you guys. Okay, so the YouTuber is Sid, the IT guy. Okay, and he made a video talking about YouTuber YouTube coders are lying to you. And here's how. I will put this video link in the chat. Have you seen this video and what do you think about this video? Because I feel I have just seen the start part. Okay, I haven't seen the full videos. So whatever he said in the start, I felt it correct, because there's nothing called as like 1% and rest 99% are not good. Nothing like that. So do watch this video also and let me know what y'all think. And by the way, what have you been learning recently? Like what have you all been exploring? I agree about that. Like people are doing anything and everything to come up with different title and thumbnails just to get views. But he was spitting facts. My like y'all can actually watch that video later on. For now, I was thinking on focusing bit on JavaScript and React. In Django, I'm currently learning DRF. Okay. Okay. Have you started with React or like what is your fo okay, thinking of focusing? Okay, cool. Haven't seen it. Okay. I will suggest you all to see that video later on. Okay. And for DRF, what are you learning right now? Like where have you reached in DRF? What about this? That thing always continues where something or the other comes up and everyone will be like, this will take away your job, that will take away your job. That is never gonna change. Right now, I see people using no code platforms to test their MVPs and speed up development. But what they do is they use actually the founders also use no coding platforms, but they also hire developers and ask them to do it using no coding platforms. Django serializers. You must have seen in my videos. I also misspell serializers multiple times and then correct it. So no worries about that. Can we connect? Yeah, go ahead and please connect with each other also. I'm trying to create a community, but like managing everything is kind of little difficult. Why don't you all like drop your LinkedIn accounts and so that y'all both can connect to each other? I actually wanted to come live like during night time around 7 to 10 around that time. But thing is, I'm working in US hours, so I'm not able to come online during that time. And on Saturday, Sundays, usually there are things or some meetings or something or the other comes up. And maybe sometime most of the time I'm not at home. So that's why I'm uh, not able to come live around that time. But I think around 7 to 10 p.m. is where most of the developers will be like live, can come and see live. Yes. We're looking for people to build something together and learn, but it's hard to find people, even though there are lacks of developers. Okay, let me think about this because my idea was to create a community since long back. I had tried creating groups on WhatsApp also on Telegram also, but eventually it did not work out. So I lost hope, and then like I did not go ahead with that. That's the site I developed in. Okay, which one? I managed to do static site in DRF, but now I want to develop dynamic. Okay, okay. I develop code Django. Do you know Django already? And are you learning DRF right now? Okay, no, both of them. How do you learn DRF if you don't know Django? Not possible, I guess. Okay, so when you say you don't know Django or and you're learning DRF, what happens is some people are in hurry to learn DRF. Okay, so they skip Django, although their basics they know, like how to run the project, how to create admin, mm, how to migrate, and all those things. And but they don't know how to use templates, forms, and how to go ahead with that. So they only know how to create APIs. I've seen that kind of developer where he knows only how to create APIs and doesn't know how to use forms.py, doesn't know how to like write normal views in Django, but he knows how to create APIs using DRF. Few few months back, few actually 1 or 2 months back, when the trending was when in the market trending thing was like uh, day one of doing this, day two of doing this, I was thinking of creating a thing on the channel where we say every day we learn something and share I share it with you. But in this thing what happened is I felt like it was just from one side, that is from my side itself. There was no engagement. Basically it will be difficult for the community to engage and do the similar thing, so I did not go ahead and like put myself into that trend. So yes, can you please tell me what's the main thing I should focus on if I want to get job as Tango developer? uh, what do I say to you? I actually have covered most of the things in Django video, like roadmap for Django. But if you want to get job, mm, you will have to know more than one technology together to like stand out from other developers. But eventually, I think right now, to get a job, it is more important is to have referrals, because even if you know multiple technologies, I've seen like my friends are applying at multiple places who knows, like who are of similar experience as me, around 4 or 5 years. They are also not able to get job because they are trying to apply it directly through LinkedIn and not using referrals. So you can see the example and maybe learn from that and apply using referrals. Do you all have any more questions? Like, I think I'll end the stream in another 8 minutes. So at 1:30 a.m. I'm also thinking to like put an hour and where I come live and I code, like maybe on any project that I'm working on or something that I'm doing, and y'all also maybe sit with me and code for your project, something like that. Haven't thought through, but I was thinking something like this to do. I JSSJ. Okay, so I'm learning DRF. What should I learn next? Appreciate it, Code Django. So you're learning DRF. I will. What is your goal? I am not sure about your goals. If you can like tell me what do you want to do after learning DRF, or like do you want to get job into Django and Django REST framework, or you want to become a full stack developer, then I can tell you anything. Mm. Mm. Do you all have any other questions? If no, let's end the stream in 6 minutes. Okay, you're interested in full stack developer. If you want to get job quickly, I will suggest you to learn React.js next. If you want like if if you want to learn easy, then learn Vue.js. React, there are lots of opening for React.js as compared to Vue and Django, Vue.js and Django, but Vue.js is easy to learn as compared to React.js. Today only I was talking with a front-end expert and I was asking him like what will be the time to learn React.js. He said to me like it will if you're able to learn Vue.js in let's say 2 days, then it will take you at least a week to learn React.js. It is little difficult as compared to Vue. You can go ahead and learn React.js, but meanwhile try to connect with other developers also to get a job. By the way, I will ask you all guys to try to like the video. Make sure to like the video so that it reaches more people. No problem. Okay. And you can definitely, if you have any doubts, can definitely drop me a message on LinkedIn. I'll be happy to answer you. I'm maybe too much addicted to watching, consuming content, and in the habit of liking videos, because in past I had habit of opening Instagram and even without reading or looking at the photos, just liking it. One more question, please. Little okay. I'm not good in logic, so I feel weak in. What will you suggest for logics? For logics, I will suggest you to create simple applications. Like try to practice simple application like let's say creating a small game, for example, exo game or tic-tac-toe, it is called as that game. So that will help you like improve your logic, because it is bit complex to create, and also like first you need to understand the how it works. So those kinds of things you can do. And of course, don't be hard on yourself that you don't know logic, you don't know logic. It might be that you might be knowing the logic, just that you don't know something. You don't know, let's say that React JS, and you still know the logic, you will feel that you don't know logic. So you don't be hard on yourself if you feel like you don't know something. Go easy and like take it step by step, so that you are able to learn and achieve easily. And as a developer, you will get something called as imposter syndrome. So you will feel that you don't know anything. There are times when it happens to me also. So all you have to do is you have to take a deep breath, relax, and say, okay, this is low phase of my development life. So let's take some like let's calm down, and soon after that, like based on your recovery speed, you will be able to come out of that scene, and you will be back to your normal uh, development life. Yep, that is important. Okay, guys, I think I will end this stream. Hoping to see you all next time again. And do let me know how was today's video, the one on the Django. Yes. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.